Google's Calico, Can Big Tech Solve Death? Welcome back to School of Soul. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is the Science of Age Reversal series. What happens when one of the most powerful tech companies on Earth quietly declares war on death and then disappears from the spotlight? That's the mystery behind Calico, short for California Life Company, a stealth mode subsidiary of Google's parent company, Alphabet. Launched in 2013 with a mission to solve death, Calico was billed as one of the most ambitious longevity experiments in human history. But over a decade later, there's still no product, no public data, no press tours, and a growing number of people are asking, what exactly is Google hiding? Let's unpack this. When Calico was first announced, it sent shockwaves through both the tech and medical communities. Backed by Google co-founder Larry Page, the company was given a starting budget of over $1.5 billion and a mandate to tackle the biology of aging at its root. They didn't aim to treat disease. They aimed to stop it by understanding and controlling the very process of aging itself. Their stated goal? Not just to extend life, but to extend healthy life, what researchers call health span. That meant decoding the aging process at the cellular level, why cells break down, why organs degrade, and whether aging can be slowed, paused, or reversed altogether. To do this, Calico partnered with major pharmaceutical firms like AbbVie and recruited a dream team of top biologists, geneticists, and computational experts. They set up a sprawling campus in the Bay Area and built advanced research labs equipped to study everything from yeast to rodents to primates. And then, they went silent. For the past 10 years, Calico has released only a handful of peer-reviewed papers, mostly on worm and mouse studies. No apps, no therapies, no press briefings. While smaller startups are testing senolytics in humans or building rejuvenation clinics in Mexico, Google's anti-aging moonshot has remained in the shadows. So what are they really doing? One possibility is that they've hit scientific roadblocks. Aging is complicated, more like a web than a single thread. Reversing it isn't like solving a puzzle. It's more like rewriting the operating system of life itself. And despite its resources, Calico may be struggling to turn theory into treatment. But there's another possibility, one that people in the biohacking and anti-aging underground are increasingly considering. Calico already has something, and they're not sharing it. Think about it. You don't pump over $1 billion into a company just to run experiments on worms. You don't stay silent for a decade unless you're building something so powerful, and potentially controversial, that releasing it too early could destabilize everything from healthcare to economics to ethics. Some insiders believe Calico is working on internal use therapies, treatments not intended for the public, but for Alphabet insiders and key investors. Others believe they've discovered methods to slow cellular aging, regenerate organs, or boost immunity, and are holding back until the infrastructure exists to control access. There's even speculation that Calico is developing biosurveillance systems, using AI and wearable tech to track aging in real time, down to the molecular level. If Google can read your search history, imagine what they could do with your full-body biological data. Predict disease before it happens, adjust your hormones, recommend gene edits, or worse, assign a longevity score that controls your access to services. Sound dystopian? It's already happening. Google owns Fitbit. They've filed patents for AI-based diagnostic tools, biometric monitoring implants, and genetic analysis platforms. The groundwork is laid, the data is being collected. And Calico may be the missing link between tech surveillance and biological control. So why the silence? Because releasing anti-aging tech is not like launching a new phone. If Google casually announced a drug that could extend life by 20 years, it would trigger global chaos. Stock markets would shift, insurance models would collapse, social security systems would implode, and population forecasts would become meaningless. More importantly, the rich would do whatever it takes to be first in line. And the rest of the world would realize, once again, they were locked out of the future. Google may be sitting on the most valuable commodity in history, time itself. And they know that if they release it too soon, or without guardrails, they'll trigger ethical and economic revolutions we're not ready for. There's also the question of control. If you invent a treatment that adds decades to life, do you regulate it, license it, sell it, or give it away? What's the price of 40 more years of youth? Who decides who gets it? Who becomes the gatekeeper of time? And here's the deeper spiritual question. Should a tech company with the power to manipulate attention, memory, language, and behavior also be allowed to manipulate life and death? Because if they can, then they don't just control your data, they control your destiny. This is the real story of Calico. Not that it's failing, but that it may already be succeeding. Quietly, privately, and without accountability. The most powerful technology isn't the one you see. It's the one you never get access to. And if Calico has figured out even part of the aging equation, then the future of life extension is already here. It's just not evenly distributed. It's locked behind NDAs, encrypted servers, and private labs where your average citizen will never be allowed to enter. So, while we debate anti-aging supplements and $5 serums, the real battle over mortality is happening behind closed doors. in a company with more data than any government, more money than most nations, and a growing interest in redesigning life itself. The question isn't whether Google can solve death. The question is, will they let anyone else live long enough to find out? Hi, I am Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and SOS, School of Soul has a brand new series, the AI and Future Technology series. Look, you know the world is changing. And no, it's not going back to normal. Normal is over, and what's coming next is beyond anything we were prepared for. The School of Soul, AI and Future Technology series includes 319 videos on 1. The Download Society, How Data Has Replaced Destiny. 2. Predictive Future. Your next moves aren't random, they're forecasted. 3. Social Credit Systems. The behavioral economy now governs access. 4. Hive Mind. Synthetic telepathy and collective algorithmic control. 5. Nanobots inside you. Medical, military, and programmable intrusions. 6. Grief Tech. AI-fueled digital resurrection and simulated comfort. 7. Uploading your mind, consciousness transfer, and data-based identity. 8. Deep fakes plus AI clones. The replication of reality and identity theft. 9. Quantum humans. The merger of biology with quantum systems. 10. Digital afterlife, where your data goes when you die. 11. Resurrection science, reviving life through synthetic methods. 12. Immortal science, the end of death as we know it. 13. Longevity science, gene editing, anti-aging, and bio-upgrades. 14. Designer babies, engineered perfection before birth. 15. Artificial wombs, birth decoupled from the female body. 16. 3D printing, printing organs, limbs, and even humans. 17. The humanoid era, the rise of synthetic beings among us. 18. Legacy humans, the slow phase-out of unmodified analog people. 19. Smart cities, algorithmic environments that watch and decide. 20. Cloud-based societies, citizenship without borders or bodies. 21. Hackable humans, emotion, memory, and behavior under code. 22. Biometric scanning, your body is your password and your prison. 23. Sex tech, intimacy reprogrammed by machines. 24. Extinction of gender, fluidity, deletion, and design of identity. Every topic is fully explored with real-world technologies, patents, case studies, ethical analysis, and future forecasts. These aren't someday discussions. This is already happening. Join the SOS School of Soul Vault to overstand the future before it's implemented on you.